What's up, y'all? Dez here. I'm overdoing this, but I wanted to do a video on supplements right quick. And before I get started on that, I want to make sure I emphasize that supplements are just that. They are a supplement to your diet. They are not your diet. So do not go placing protein bars and protein shakes as your meals, which I feel like you should have 3 real meals a day. That means real food. I mean, like, chicken and rice. That means like, eggs and fruit, or eggs and oatmeal or something like that in the morning. And then at night, your vegetables and your meat, veggies, even if you go paleo or something like that, meat and veggies or whatever it may be. But do not use these as a substitute for your real food. You got to eat real food to get real results, period. So, quick story on that. I was in Vitamin Shop last week and I was buying some Lenny and Larry's cookies. Lenny and Larry's vegan cookies. And man, these things are the bomb. Snickerdoodle. Bomb! And they're all natural. There's no eggs, no dairy. These things are real deal, man. And so they actually helped me to kind of kill my sweet cravings. So definitely approved. Those things are off the chain. But anyway, I was in there and this guy was standing next to me. And so he asked me, what can I buy to supplement for, greens and vegetables and stuff like that. I was like, well, do you cook? And he was like, yeah. I was like, well, go to the grocery store and buy you some greens and vegetables and cook them and eat them. That's the best way you're going to get it. He's in there trying to buy like the raw superfoods and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, just eat the real thing. Go home, steam it up and eat it. Eat the real thing. You can't supplement everything. You need to get in the process of eating real food. Make sure you're getting your fiber, antioxidants, and all that stuff, and not have it being processed and then coming to you. Trying to take it all through a shake. If you just can't get it for various reasons and you got to supplement it, that's one thing. But don't just skip over it and go straight to trying to supplement it. But the guy was just getting into his fitness program and wanted to figure out the best way for him to succeed. I was like, he had been in the gym for like maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks, and he was in there trying to buy up the store. And I was like, man, just chill. Just get your workout program on track, get your eating on track, and then, you can add a few supplements here and there. A protein shake. If you want to do anything, get yourself a protein shake with a good multivitamin in it. With lots of vitamins in it. So it's essentially a multivitamin and your good branched chain amino acids, and leave it at that. And use that as a supplement to help you if you're at a deficit for your protein amount for the day, if you're not counting protein, just get 1 or 2 scoops of protein in there to make sure you're getting enough protein in your diet to sustain, your muscle. And a lot of people do that. They just run in the store and start buying stuff. As soon as they get on the diet, what do you want to do? You want to go out and buy some stuff and you're all excited, and then 2 weeks in, you start working out, you got a bunch of stuff that's still sitting on your shelf. I'm sure some of you watching this video probably got some protein sitting on your shelf from 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 years ago, and it's not even good. So go throw it out and go get back to working out. But anyway, for me, when I was playing football, I was ultra paranoid about taking anything. Even back to high school, some kids started taking creatine. I was like, I'm not taking creatine. I can work harder than you and still beat you. And so I was hell bent on still making the same gains and increase by hard work alone. And getting into college and college, couldn't afford or buy anything, so you just ate cafeteria food. And then playing in the pros, the list of stuff that you can't take is there's a book of it. And basically, you have to call and ask. If you go to any nutrition store, you have to call and ask if that's something that you can take, and ask them about the ingredients, because the list is so long you can't even remember it. Things like ginseng you can't take, yohimbine, yohimbe, you can't take that. There's so many things that you can't take. It's absolutely ridiculous. But and I was paranoid, and even if my teammates had a protein shake in their locker, I'd be looking at them kind of like, you might be cheating. I'm not sure. But anyway, a lot of it was based on pride and a lot of it was based on ignorance. So once I got into training and doing 4 boot camps a day, and some days you just drain and lack of energy, and you don't have time, you're skipping meals, you're doing all kind of stuff. It's actually hard to practice what you preach when you're a trainer sometimes. And I know a lot that don't, a few specifically. But anyway, it's hard to keep your energy level up and make sure you're consistent, on a daily basis so that you can bring that energy and kind of convey that energy to your clients so it's contagious. And, it's good to have something to help you keep and balance your energy level. So to start, a good protein shake is very good. So I've only taken actually 4 brands of protein. I'm taking this Advocare one, which is called Muscle Gain. Ladies, don't be scared that it says muscle gain. That just means that there's protein in it, and protein actually helps you to build muscle. That's a proven fact. And if you want to have muscle tone, which everybody claims they do, is the first thing, I want to tone, then you need to build muscle. So this will help you build lean muscle. Do not be scared because it says muscle gain. It's not going to make you look like me. And then Optimum Nutrition, they're well respected in the fitness industry. I really like their protein. They have a lot of really good flavors and good quality protein. And this particular one is the low carb version. It's got 24 grams of protein. That's what you have to be careful of when you go into these stores now. A lot of them do not have the advertised amount of protein that they have on the label. And that's why getting a high quality protein is vital, because you're getting what you pay for. And then some of this low budget stuff is made in a lab or somebody's basement or something like that. And a lot of them been tested and found to have trace amounts of steroids and pro hormones and all kinds of crap that you did not intend to take in them. So that's why you buy the high quality stuff, because they have a lot to lose if somebody gets tested with their stuff and they find trace amounts of steroids. They have a lot to lose. All right. So really like Optimum Nutrition. There's one local company called Quest Nutrition, and they the guy who does it, he has a gym here locally, and he does like powerlifting and stuff like that. And they're heavily drug tested sport, so definitely reputable. And he's produced a lot of champion lifters, and those guys are definitely drug tested. So I have tried that one as well. And then this one by BSN, this is Synthesix. I like this one because of the casein protein in it, which is sustained release protein, which has been proven in studies to help to develop muscle and build muscle better than just your normal whey protein. So I really like this one too. So I gotta take whichever one I feel like. I got vanilla, and then I got strawberry, I think. And then I got like cookies and cream. So it kind of depends on how I feel, which one I take. But get yourself a good protein, a supplement if you're just getting starting out, or if you're advanced, and it's just a good thing to kind of have in there, especially if you're in a pinch. Like, I like to keep some protein around, because if I'm in a pinch and I'm out and I haven't eaten, I missed a meal or something like that, and I'm starving, and I refuse to go to a fast food restaurant or somewhere like that, or get some processed or some food that's been sitting in a freezer truck and deliver it to a restaurant. What I'll do is I'll have a protein shake and 2 bananas. And you can find bananas almost anywhere. You can go to the gas station and find them. But that's a good, emergency meal. Now, I won't do that on a consistent basis, but it's definitely a good emergency meal. And sometimes post-workout as a snack, not an actual meal, I'll use that. And then I'll later eat some oatmeal for breakfast. But I really like that as an emergency meal. And then next, your pre-workout. So you got something that you want to take right before your workout. Let's say you're early in the morning, you're not really a morning person, but you're like up and you're working out, and you feel like sluggish, you haven't woken up yet. A good pre-workout will help you get your energy level up. Or it's the end of the day, you got a stressful day at work, kids got on your nerves, whatever it may be, and you just don't feel like you have the energy. A good pre-workout will help kind of boost your energy level up and get you through that workout. The thing you got to be aware of is that these pre-workouts are the most volatile supplement that you can find, because they got all kinds of everything in them. They got hemi and ginseng and high doses of caffeine and niacin and all kinds of stuff in them. So you got to be careful in terms of what you take. just be very, very careful in terms of what you take. And ladies, if it's got creatine in it, you probably don't want to take it, especially if you're losing weight. Creatine is going to cause that bloating, which is why some women will take supplements. They haven't read the label and they'll get bloated because they have got some creatine monohydrate in it, because that creatine actually causes water retention. So you gotta be careful with that. But anyway, my pre-workout generally Spark, and I find out this helps actually my digestion for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know what's in it that causes it, but man, it helps keep me regular, and got some good amino acids in it. Leucine, isoleucine, and valine, your 3 primary building blocks, BCAAs, and then there are some other ones like glutamine and taurine and arginine and all that stuff. But not all of them have been proven to really do anything. But if you're working out hard, you really want those 3 primary ones to replenish after you deplete. So you're going to deplete, you want to make sure that you replenish quickly. Now the thing about it is, if you have, like Spark has caffeine in it, if you take a supplement with caffeine in it, I like to balance it with some B12, because, you know, if you drink a big cup of coffee in the morning, sometimes you can crash. And you know, you feel great for an hour or two, and then it's like, I gotta take a nap. And a lot of that is your rising and dropping in blood sugar level. So if you take some B12 with it, and I take this one, this is Biocharge by Avocare. Sorry for the packaging, I had to go beast mode because it wouldn't open like I wanted it to. But I like to take those 2 together, because the B12 will help balance out that, you know, the blood sugar levels if they rise and fall. So the B12 will definitely help balance that out, and it'll give you sustained energy for the rest of the workout. You know, caffeine is temporary. Everybody can burn through that real fast, but that B12 is going to give you a steady energy level throughout that workout, especially if you're doing like long endurance, like an hour or 2 hours of cardio or something. You want to make sure you get some extra B12, and it will help with that energy level. So just make sure that you are careful about what you put in your body, because you know, you can take some anything and not know it if you buy some low budget stuff, the cheapest stuff you can find. If you want to drive a Ferrari, you cannot go around buying you know, the cheapest gas, 87 gas, 87 octane gas, and you got, you know, a Ferrari engine, unless you want to pay, you know, 100 grand for a repair bill on your engine to rebuild your engine. If you want to drive your body like a sports car, you need to put high octane fuel in it, and that starts with your food, but then also can help include some supplements, because especially when you're burning through additional calories in the day and you're depleting your body, it's a good thing to replenish those. So one more thing, I do take Mass Impact from time to time, especially when my cardio levels are higher, because I'm an anomaly in the fact that I do lift weights and run distance. Not many people do that, but I enjoy doing it, so that's what I'm going to do, and that helps me to keep from, you know, depleting all of my muscle while running the long distances. So, but it does have the creatine monohydrate, which is good for muscle recovery, but very poor for weight loss. It will cause water retention, so you have to know what you're doing, especially, you know, in terms of your diet, if you're going to take something that has creatine monohydrate, which includes a lot of the pre-workouts that are out there. So make sure you read the labels, ladies, if you want to try to lose weight. So you gotta be cautious in terms of what you take. Make sure you research the brand that you take. Make sure that you start with proper nutrition in terms of your eating first, all right, and then you know, use the supplements to supplement that, all right, in order to make the most progress. So that's it on supplements. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. And I'll probably have some more supplement videos coming in the future, but honestly, I don't have a lot of background in a ton of supplements, and I have zero background in supplements. So, you know, I'm not going to talk about something I don't know about, and I'm not going to advise you to take something that I haven't tried myself. It's just the type of guy I am. But anyways, keep working hard, keep eating right, and stay dedicated, and let's get those results. Des White, over and out. Peace.